A wintry mix and howling winds caused chaos overnight into the morning commute, with fallen power lines and downed trees across the state. This was the scene earlier this morning on Green Spring Avenue in North Baltimore. The wind brought that tree down onto the road. And some winter weather greeting commuters: snow at Liberty Road. The wind also causing problems here. 2 tractor trailers overturned while crossing the Tiding Memorial Bridge. Traffic is still being impacted as crews work to clear this accident. And a live shot outside our harbor cam. Dangerous winds are expected to continue through the weekend. WJZ has a team of reporters covering the high winds and the impact. We start with meteorologist Tim Williams. Tim.
Well, Lynn, these winds are in place, and the high wind warning was in place for everything that we're experiencing, that we started experiencing late last night. We'll take you to WJZ Live Doppler radar and just show you that the lower edge of this system is still brushing across the northeast portion of the state, and you'll see some of it just making it across the Delmarva. But the winds are definitely the issue. We did have some rain. We had some snow this morning. Winds are still sustained, however, in the 20-mile-per-hour range in central Maryland, 24-mile-per-hour winds at the airport, 31-mile-per-hour winds sustained in Ocean City, 41-mile-per-hour winds sustained. These are just constant winds down toward Easton. The gusts are substantially higher. 52-mile-per-hour winds at the airport could definitely cause some delays there for travel. 48-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Westminster, 49 down toward Annapolis, and 52 down toward Easton. Now, these high wind warnings are in effect until tomorrow morning before we start to see any real subsiding of these winds. So in the meantime, we're going to have to deal with the consequences, and these gusts could still be up around 60 miles per hour. For more on what we can expect, sending it over to Marty. Hey, Martin.
Thank you very much, Tim. Good afternoon, everybody. What we want to do is move the radar up to New England and show you this still intensifying area of low pressure. Remember, you've got high pressure trying to get in from the west. You've got low pressure sitting just offshore. Therein lay the pressure gradient. And the bad news is, take a look at tomorrow. That low is still in the general proximity of New England and the mid-Atlantic. It is stoved up the East Coast. The high pressure, there it is right there, really can't get into play. So these winds will continue tomorrow and until this low continues to move far off in an easterly direction tomorrow night and maybe even into Sunday. Coming up in our weather segment, meteorologist Tim Williams is going to show you the wind futurecast, and it is going to get your attention. You've got to stay tuned.
Marty, thank you. We now go to WJZ investigative reporter Mike Helgren with the impact of these strong winds statewide. Mike?
Jessica, 3 breaking stories right now. Harford County Public Schools just announced they were going to be closing early. Also, those tractor trailers that overturned have shut down I-95 over the Tidings Bridge, and the Bay Bridge is closed right now. Route 50 closed there because of high winds. This is what we're seeing all around the region. I'm here in West Baltimore right now. Trees are down. This one may have had some rot. The wind was just too much for it. Right now, we're hearing that there are more than 16,000 people in our viewing area alone who are BGE customers who do not have power. Wind in some areas has gusted above 60 miles an hour. Combined with the ground saturated from recent rains, hundreds of trees have toppled, and so have power lines across Maryland, including here on Liberty Road. You can see the snow this morning as people ventured out. Many schools are closed. This is Green Spring Avenue, where another tree toppled. Cleanup is underway here in North Baltimore. BGE is dealing with widespread power outages topping 60,000 this morning.
So what we make sure is that we have an operations center that is positioning workers to be able to respond. So it's not a situation where you would like a salt truck where people are waiting in the streets, but there is the possibility of people being able to quickly respond to areas that have high volume outages.
In Kensington, the tree that fell on this home trapped a 100-year-old woman inside. Firefighters rescued her from her bedroom. She was sleeping at the time the tree fell. She's expected to survive. The storm brought more snow in western Maryland as well. You see in these camera views from Interstate 68, and you see the camera blowing on Route 40 in Frederick County. This is all from a nor'easter that exploded, causing one of the most significant windstorms in years, and it's not over yet. The winds will continue through tonight and into Saturday.
We will be raising our state response activation level to an enhanced level, just to bring in some more folks, do some enhanced monitoring, and kind of just get us through the next couple of days.
Okay, you're looking live right now at this tree that snapped. Again, we're seeing So many trees that just could not take the wind here. We just heard from the National Weather Service they're going to release a balloon to look at the environment during the peak of this storm, but it is not over yet. Power outages continue around the area, and again, Route 50 is closed at the Bay Bridge because of winds, and I-95 at the Tidings Bridge because of winds and accidents. Very dangerous conditions on these major bridges in the area. Reporting live in West Baltimore, Mike Halgren, WJZ.
And Mike, you can see things blowing behind you right now. Thanks so much. Our coverage continues live in Northeast Baltimore. Mike Shue reports on the devastation that many residents woke up to this morning. Mike?
Well, just 7.5 hours ago, this was a beautiful, soaring 102-year-old pine tree, but then those high winds blew it over. Let me show you where it landed, right in the middle of Walther Avenue. But as two cars were coming by, and those cars, well, they were hit nearly directly, one smashing into the other. Both only had their drivers inside, thank goodness, and they were both taken away and went to a local hospital, said to have minor injuries. The police officer who talked to them said they were both talking and alert, but there was a little blood to be seen on that white car, so that was a bit alarming. It took most of the morning to clean this up, only clearing the scene and opening the road fully until around 11 o'clock in the morning. It is finally done, but there are plenty of trees, as Mike said, hundreds that are down in the area, not all of them causing the damage like this, but nonetheless, it looks like we are in for quite a ride until this wind subsides. I'm Mike Shue reporting live from Northeast Baltimore. Back to you.